we've talked a lot on this show about the fact that it's not a question anymore. It is a proven, data-driven statistical fact. If you have a good show on streaming, if you release it week to week, it ends up being much more successful than if you just drop it all at once. It's not up for debate anymore. We can debate what we like more, because a lot of times we as bingers, we like it when they just drop it all at once. But what's best for the show, if it's good, is to release it week over week. Amazon knows this, which is why it was kind of befuddling to some people when Fallout Season 1 came out and they just dropped the whole series at once. Everybody loved it, but it didn't stick around in the pop cultural conversation for very long. That is a great image. I love that. And it just kind of disappeared. Well, Amazon learned their lesson. They maybe weren't all that sure how Fallout was going to be received initially, but now they know, and it's been made official. This is actually a couple days old, but we were busy the other day, so we're just getting around to it now. But as according to a report in Gizmodo, thank God, Fallout Season 2 is going to release week to week. This is what they wrote there. Just as Lucy, the star of Fallout, continues to learn about the decimated world around her, so too has its streamer, Prime Video. After inexplicably breaking its own mold and releasing the entire first season of the show at once, Season 2 will be released weekly. It premieres on December 17th with 8-episode season rolling out with 1 new episode weekly until the season finale on February 4th, according to a press release. Hallelujah, writes Gizmodo. The first season of the show was a massive success for the streamer, but it also came and went from the cultural conversation much sooner than it usually would have because the whole thing dropped at once, which is something we talk about all the time here. What made the decision even more confusing is that Prime Video doesn't usually do that. The Lord of the Rings, Rings of Power, Wheel of Time, Invincible, The Boys, most of the big genre shows were released weekly. Then here comes Fallout, one of the most highly anticipated video game adaptations ever, and made by the same people who made Westworld, and they all dropped at once. That would have made sense if it sucked, but clearly it did not. Now, again, that last statement is something I've said too. If you're unsure how your show is going to be received, or if you don't have a lot of confidence in your show, it makes much more sense to drop it all at once.
Sure. Because
you want it to come and go quickly, right? You don't want people week after week slowly falling off your show and having bad word of mouth. And I totally get that. But if you know you've got a good show, again, we've shown the data on here before. A good episode drops. People buzz about it, talk about it. Maybe people who didn't even know the show was there or weren't really thinking about it, they hear the talk about it. And maybe they jump on for week 2. Well, now there's only 2 episodes been out. People are talking about it more. It gets more build up. More people jump on board. There's only 2 episodes so far. They get caught up. And we've seen that happen where then the ratings build and build and build. And instead of talking about a show for a few days, again, I bring up WandaVision. When WandaVision came out, that is all any of our viewers wanted to talk about every single day for 2 straight months.
Dude, that was wild.
Yeah, it was huge.
We were all gripped.
And
is Mephisto going to show up this week?
We're talking about Alien Earth. For the last 2, every week, we're talking about Alien Earth because they're dropping it week to week. This is 100% the right decision for Amazon. They've seen what happens with their shows that they know are good and are being received well when you do the week-to-week release. We've seen the numbers climb. Again, I understand that there are some people who prefer to watch as a binge. That's totally fair. But what you and I prefer is different from what works best for the show. This is clearly what works best. It's proven over and over again, and I think this is a good move. Rob, what do you think about this?
I think it's a fantastic move, and I think you're probably right, or everybody's a little bit right here, that I don't think they necessarily had faith in the show, although I find that to be strange because one of the great things about Fallout was I thought it had one of the strongest opening scenes. Remember that Walton Goggins was at that party? He was like a party entertainer.
Yep.
And and then you see the nukes go off in downtown LA. That whole opening, I'm like, I was in. Like, I was like, this show is probably going to suck. I mean, even though Lisa Joy and Jonathan Nolan were doing it, I'm like, give me a break. After that opening scene and the rest of that first episode, man, I was in. I was locked in. And it was fun that, the thing is, though, you want to watch, if a show's that good, you want to binge the whole thing at once. Well, what if it's like 10 o'clock at night? You know, and you've watched the first episode and you're like, I got to get up for work tomorrow, man.
Yeah.
I got to take a shower and get here. Then you can't, then it's annoying to have all the episodes.
Yeah.
Give me, I like anticipating shows. I like if I like, every week is like Christmas. You forget the show's on.
Yeah.
And then it's like, oh my God, the new episode just dropped. And it's I love
And
that.
as a fan, my favorite thing about week to weeks as a fan is that me and my friends are always at the same spot in the
Right.
show. We're
Yes.
all on episode 2. We're all on episode 3. We're all on episode 4. And it was really frustrating when I remember when like Punisher season 2 came out, which everybody loved and then nobody talked about anymore after 3 or 4 days.
Yeah.
But it's like trying to talk to a friend about it. It's like, okay, I'm done the series. Where are you at? Oh, I got through the first 2. Oh, okay. So we can't really talk about it yet or whatever. It's just, again, preferences aside, the data just shows that if your show is good, it's going to reap a lot of rewards and have a lot more payoff. And here's the thing. The first Fallout, season 1, dropping all at once, I believe it's the 3rd highest viewed original show on Amazon. Imagine what their numbers would have been had they done week to week, because everybody loved that show from episode 1.
And then you allow more people to join in.
Yeah.
in on it.
And then people said, have you watched Fallout? It's awesome.
Yeah.
Becomes that
And-
water cooler talk, even though a lot of water coolers aren't in a lot of offices that don't exist anymore. But, you get it. It's on Zoom cooler talk,
Totally.
And
All right, guys.
merchandising, too.
Hey guys, John here. If you're dying for the next batch of Wednesday Season 2 to drop on Netflix, then I'll let you in on a secret. The Wednesday Season 2 official WoCast is already here. Prepare to dive deeper into the mysteries of Wednesday with the ultimate companion video podcast. Join the frightfully funny Caitlin Riley, along with her producer, Thing, as she sits down with the marvelous cast and crew. Together, they'll unravel shocking twists, dissect the dynamics lurking beneath, unearth the deep Addams Family lore, and answer all of your lingering questions that simply refuse to stay buried. Guests include Emma Myers, Joy Sunday, Steve Buscemi, Fred Armiston, Catherine Zeta-Jones, and of course, Jenna Ortega. With 8 delightfully dark episodes to devour, you'll be drawn deeper into the haunting halls of Nevermore Academy than ever before. But be careful, you know where curiosity often leads. The Wednesday Season 2 official WoCast is available now in audio and video on todoom.com, Apple Podcasts, Spotify, YouTube, or wherever you find your podcasts. You've been warned.
Question is for you. What do you think about this? Amazon has done what I consider to be the very wise thing. And with Fallout Season 2, they're going to release 1 episode a week. I think it's absolutely the right move for them to do. How do you feel about it? Maybe you feel differently. Whatever you guys think, jump down to the comments section below and let us know your thoughts. Hey guys, thanks so much for watching this video. Make sure you like the video, leave a comment, and subscribe to our channel. And don't forget, we have a daily podcast called the John Campea Show podcast, available on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or your favorite podcasting app of choice. Go and subscribe to it today so it'll be there when you need it.